welcome back. Here we are in Fleetwood, right in downtown Fleetwood at Grand Central Taproom and Restaurant, right in the heart of downtown. With me is Diane and Keith, and they are the current owners of the Taproom and Restaurant. And I'm going to give them a moment to introduce themselves and let you know what they got going on and what they love about this place. But I got to tell you, if you've never been here and you ever make a trip to Fleetwood, or you want to make a special trip to Fleetwood for this place, I highly recommend it. The food has been known throughout the years as excellent. It's a great atmosphere, a great family atmosphere. So if you're in town or you're passing through, traveling between Reading and Allentown, stop in. So guys, if you want to introduce yourself and kind of just let everyone know what you got going on here at the Taproom.
Hi, I'm Keith Hawkins. This is my wife, Diane Hawkins, and we've been the owners of Grand Central Taproom for the past 6 years. Going on will be 7 in July. So it's been a great adventure. As many of you know, I grew up in Fleetwood. I graduated in 1975. I have a little special connection with Grand Central Taproom. My father brought us here when we were children with our family. Many residents of Fleetwood that are in my age and a little older or younger remember playing checkers in the front window while our parents had an adult beverage. My niece Lisa had bought the restaurant from Kenny and Millie. Kenny and Millie sold it to Skeeter and Sandy Stitzel, and then Lisa bought it from Skeeter and Sandy. And she was living in New Jersey and raising her family, and she asked if Uncle Keith and Diane would like to continue and keep the restaurant in the business. Her father and mother put a lot of time in it. They did a lot of work, and we were just pleased and able to do it at the time. And so we entered into the bar and restaurant business, and it's been an adventure. And it's the support from the Fleetwood residents have been great, and we just want to make it all about Fleetwood and keep that hometown barroom restaurant available for the residents to come in and enjoy some family time and get together with neighbors and friends.
Very cool. So let me ask you, being a Fleetwoodian, what does this mean to you to have a business in town like this that's so prominent? What does it mean to you to be able to run this now?
If you would have asked me 10 years ago, I would have never dreamt that we would be owners of Grand Central Taproom and Restaurant. But what it means is I just like growing up in Fleetwood, and as many people know, is just a great town, a great place to visit. After so many soccer state championships and district titles, we'd come in here and celebrate. Millie and Kenny would have the teams up here, and it was just a connection. And we're really proud to be able to keep it going, and just hope we can keep a Fleetwood thing.
Very cool. So there has been a new addition to this place recently. We're going to check that out a little later. But when you made this addition, was this something that you wanted to do from the beginning, or it just kind of happened?
No, this kind of happened. Many people watching might remember John Watkins, obviously a Fleetwood graduate, had bought the building, and we are members of the Rotary, and he was here one time, and Diane casually said to him, "What are you planning to do?" And he said, "What are you interested?" And after a year of meetings and getting together, we came together with a deal and a partnership with the new side. If many remember, it was the Village Butcher that had caught on fire, and then John had purchased it from them. So we decided we would expand Grand Central Taproom and make it a little bigger and be able to handle more clientele.
Very cool. And if you don't know, this place is one of the oldest businesses in Fleetwood, built in the 1880s. And so with older buildings and businesses, I always like to ask this because I'm just kind of nerd like this, but any ghost stories or anything out of the ordinary that happens here? You know?
It's interestingly enough.
Yeah, it's a shame some of our employees aren't here that work late at night. We've had a lot of interesting stories. I don't know if you know the owners before Hens Kraber bought it were George and Lizzie Helfridge, and they lived upstairs. And supposedly George died downstairs and Lizzie died upstairs, and they come to visit. A lot of times our employees will hear knocking upstairs, or just recently our employees were up working and they heard someone banging on the cellar door to come upstairs, and they just look at each other and they've kind of realized it's a friendly ghost. So there are a lot of stories, and if you get in here, I'm sure if you talk to some of our Gavin or Jen or Casey, they'll be glad to share some stories. So, but it's George and Lizzie, I think, are visiting from time to time.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, there you go. See, people can't leave this place. That's how great it is.
There it is.
So, if it's all right with you, we'll take a little tour around the tap room and restaurant and see what you got going on here.
Sounds great.
All right, let's go check it out.
Looking for a cigarette, I like it like the summer said.
here we are over in the new addition. This used to be the former Village Butcher Shop in downtown Fleetwood. And one quick thing I want to mention, when you walk in here from the main bar and restaurant, there's an old safe that you'll pass right by it. It goes back to a former owner, we're guessing around the 1930s, 1940s. So that's a pretty cool, it used to be under the old bar that extended all the way to the wall. So that's a pretty cool piece of history to have with the bar and restaurant here. But again, I'm going to let these guys explain what this addition meant to them and what they're going to use it for. Guys?
Okay, what was the year, Diane, when we talked to John Watkins?
Probably 3 years ago.
About 3 years ago, John Watkins, we had our meeting, and he had purchased the Village Butcher, like I mentioned before. And this is what we call the new side, and it's been an adventure. It's the addition. We're very fortunate to have it and work with John to open this up. We do events, and what I'd like to do is introduce you. And Jen will be talking later. Many of you know Jen. She's our manager. She's been with us from the opening. Our event coordinator does a great job planning showers, birthday party, graduations, and Jeremy, who's been with us for 6 years and was with Lisa, as I mentioned, will do a great menu for you if anybody's interested. So in a short period of time, Jen will be explaining our menu and the options available for the new side, the old Village Butcher. And if you remember, you used to be able to go from Main Street all the way back the alley, the Baker's Alley. We had John close that off now, and we use it for storage, but we do a lot of catering and events on the new side. So get a chance, stop by, give Jen a call, and she'll have more information for you in our next segment.
Very cool. Very nice over here, by the way. You got the big glass windows. That's plenty of lighted. And the original brick, they cleaned up. It's beautiful.
Hi, Jen here again, manager at Grand Central Taproom. Just want to tell you guys a little bit about the Taproom. Every night of the week, we offer different specials. Monday nights are wing night. Tuesday night, we do a Taco Tuesday. Wednesday night, we do Wine Down Wednesdays. Thursdays is our Gourmet Burger night. Friday nights is our Seafood night. Saturday nights, we're also going to be starting up as additional Seafood night. And Sundays, we have fun with MLB Sundays, and during the winter, we do NFL Sundays. Make sure you follow us on Facebook. We do daily beer specials, new cocktail specials. Everything is made in-house. We do different sangria flights every day of the week that are very popular. We also offer a lot of different craft beers. So if you're a craft beer lover, this is definitely the place you want to go. We have taps here, and then behind the bar, we keep in our beer cooler. Right now, we have over 150 different types of beer. If you look on Untapped and follow us there, you'll get our newest up-to-date beers we have, as well as our cocktails and our menus on there now as well. Our back dining room, we offer private parties. We can accommodate up to about 45, 55 people. There's sit-down dinners, we offer buffets, and anything you would like. If it's a business party, or if it's a graduation party, birthday party, we can custom make your menus. Just give us a call. We also do weekly meetings with different groups in the community. So anything you like, call the Taproom, ask for Jen, and I'll get you the information.
Hey, what eating establishment wouldn't be complete without an outdoor patio? This is absolutely gorgeous. You come out here, beautiful day today. You can sit out here and eat and have a couple beers. This was added on recently in a few years. I'm going to let Keith and Diane explain what the whole idea behind this patio was.
Okay, yeah, when we purchased it, if you remember, Lisa and Kevin had a small patio, and we knew there was a need to enlarge it, and we worked with the borough, and they let us enlarge it with our outdoor seating, and it's been a great addition. A lot of families come with their children, can sit outside. And here's a special note: we are dog lovers, and I want to let you know that dogs are welcome on our patio. We're in the process of developing a dog menu, so please, if you don't want to leave your pooch at home, bring them along and dine with you on the patio at Grand Central Taproom and Restaurant. It's a nice area, peaceful, quiet area, and we do have the TV on if you want to watch the Phillies at night, or any kind of sporting events or any shows. Just ask inside, and we'll get the TV on for you. But it's a nice area, and it's very enjoyable to sit out here in the summertime and enjoy a good meal and a good cold beverage.
Hey, I did want to mention one other thing about Grand Central Taproom and Restaurant. They do offer a 15% discount to active duty military, retired, and veterans, and first responders. So that's a pretty good deal. Also, behind me, I wanted to point out, it says Fleetwood Ice Cream. One other cool thing here is they have quite a bit of Fleetwood memorabilia hanging around the establishment. This particular sign, the Fleetwood Ice Cream sign, came from the Fleetwood Dairy, which was owned by Keith's grandfather. So that's pretty cool. All right, right up the street from Grand Central, where you just were, is a beautiful place called Anita Trinket. With me is Anita. Anita is the owner of Anita Trinkets. And I got to tell you, this is my first time in this place, and this place is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
She did an amazing job. I'm going to let her introduce herself and kind of give you an explanation of what she's got going on here and how this came to be. But if you're ever in Fleetwood on Richmond Street, South Richmond Street, right by the railroad crossing, you got to check this place out. So Anita, if you kind of want to introduce yourself and just let everyone know what you got going on here.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for stopping in today, and welcome to Anita Trinket. Like you said, we're right here on Richmond Street in Fleetwood. We are a unique store in that we sell a lot of local artists items, anything from live edge furniture, industrial lighting, repurposed furniture. We sell a complete line of fusion mineral paint, and we also have new items in the shop as well. We have about 40 plus consigners, and again, from Pennsylvania, either locally, some central PA people, just because there's some family. And we have a really big variety of items. Home decor and gifts are what we specialize in here at Anita Trinket. We are located in the building is the Stone Sawmill. So this building is 1870. It was originally a stone sawmill. They cut granite in this location. It's probably the oldest building in Fleetwood at 1870. And my husband Dan and I bought the building 2020, right before COVID, restored it as much as we possibly could to have the trinket shop here. We were on Main Street, wanted a larger space, we could have more furniture, and moved over here. But we have the trinket shop, as well as upstairs we have a venue space called the Barrel Loft. And in the Barrel Loft, we rent that for small parties, events. We also do workshops in there. So, anything from pasta classes to painting furniture classes, basket weaving, all kinds of different things we do at the trinket shop. So you have to stop in, check us out. Our decor is really one of a kind in most things. And then, we really try to have really nice pieces in the shop. And again, support local artists from the Fleetwood area. So we have about 3,000 square feet, which includes the venue space, which is upstairs, but we have more decor and items upstairs. Then we have a little clothing boutique on the side called Lemon, and that's a local girl, Kaylin, who has that part of the shop, but we have some clothing and unique antiques and items in that shop as well.
Very cool. Well, thank you. And I got to say, this is my first time in here, as I told you, and this place is absolutely beautiful. The way they fix it up. When we go upstairs, the original floorboards from 1870 are still up there, and they look absolutely gorgeous. You walk in here, even it smells good. So, I mean, just beautiful. You got to stop in, even if it's just take a walk around and see what they got. So we're going to head around the shop a little bit and pick a few unique things and highlight whatever you would like to highlight to the audience.
All right.
And we'll see what you got on the floor.
Okay, great.
All right. Here at one of the many displays in this building, there's some handmade items here from a local resident and some other cool stuff. I'm going to let Anita give you a rundown on this beautiful display and what's all here for you to come and look at and buy.
All right. So when you come in the trinket shop, as he said, we have a lot of different areas of the shop. This one is one of my favorites because we've kind of tried to pull in that home bar look that everybody's going for. And with it, we've done a lot of either vintage or handmade items and some new in this area, if you look at it, because we've got some restored chairs, banker's chairs that we've restored, a clock that's new, like a repop, but a local artist, Susan Graybert, who has some of her artwork in the shop. These vintage levels with knobs made by Salvo Salvage. And then this piece, which is one of my favorites that was done in the shop, is made by a local gentleman, Dale Dietrich. It is a chess checkerboard with a lot of really pretty inlaid wood, a drawer to hold your pieces in. Dale does a lot of wood pieces for us in the shop, makes cutting boards and has done some unique pieces. This one by far is one of the most unique that he's done. He's a local here to Fleetwood. Again, there's some other pieces, Live Edge, local candle company, just some different things that we try to bring in the shop and put that flair, mix everything together. Even though we have consignment, we don't do consignment space. We just try to mix it together so you can come in and say, I want it all. Hi, welcome to the Barrel Loft. This is on the second floor of the Stone Sawmill here above Anita Trinket. This is our venue and workshop space that we have. And when you come upstairs in Anita Trinket to the Barrel Loft, we have all original floors of this 1870 building, which are really great to see. We restored those when we bought the building. We tried to do our best at making this space a great spot. We host a lot of baby, bridal showers, birthday parties in this space. So we've got like farmhouse tables up here, metal farmhouse chairs. And again, we do a lot of parties in the space. Tonight we have a cookie decorating class, so it's set up for that right now. And it's a great spot, a little kitchenette on the side. But again, we've tried to put some pieces in here, some elements that you would see what the original building was. So we still have all the deep windowsills from the original building. At some point, we would love to open up the ceiling so we can get that full effect of what this building looks like above this. But that'll be down the road. Hopefully, we'll be able to do that and show off the building completely as it was originally.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little tour of Anita Trinket. There's much more to see here, so I highly encourage you to come check this place out. We came outside, it's such a beautiful day. You know, early April, spring's coming, so we're getting excited. But, come check this place out. Old historic building. You can feel the history as you walk in this place, and they did a wonderful job taking care of it and bringing it back to life, bringing that history back to Fleetwood. So, Anita, I'm going to give you a moment for any final thoughts you might have for any potential.
Stop by and see us here at the Stone Sawmill, Anita Trinket, the Barrel Loft. We have massage therapists, Indigo Moon, Miller Thalen, the law offices, Lemon Boutique. So a lot of stuff under the Stone Sawmill building, but stop in and see us, and make sure that you check out all our home decor and gift items that we have here in Fleetwood.
All right. Well, thank you very much.